Think heights. Determined by genetics, think again. There was once a short Soviet man named Rustom Akhmetov who so desperately wanted to grow taller that he actually forced his bones to grow. And this isn't just some random guy. Rustom was an Olympic athlete, has a PhD, and has taught his methods all around the world. I will tell his full story and reveal his exact methods, so make sure to watch the whole video so you don't miss anything after witnessing future European champion Valery Suave, high jump 605, and Rust fell in love with the sport. So excited he was unable to sleep that night, wishing he could jump like that. The very next day, he joined a local team and got to work. He was 5'2" at the time, but had the determination of a champion. Rustom took his training seriously, practicing for hours, every single day, pushing his body to the point of exhaustion. His hard work paid off. In his first year, he improved from 48-year weight into 69, in becoming one of the best jumpers on his team. But suddenly his progress stopped and he couldn't jump any higher. This continued for 2 years straight while working relentlessly on his strength and technique. So Rustom asked Coach Sky why he wasn't improving. His coach responded, "You know, you are very short, your body never grew tall. You need to grow up to jump higher." Rustom knew his coach was right. He was 5'4" at the time and hadn't grown in the last 2 years. And according to his doctor, he was done growing. Lansky then said, "You know what? Write a receipt that you undertake to grow by 8 centimeters per year, and you will grow up. And how can you not grow? If you gave your word." After Rustom came home, he got out a piece of paper and wrote, "The following I, Rustom Akhmetov, undertake to grow by 8 centimeters within a year. I swear to achieve this with all my might." And he hung it right over his bed where he would always see it. Rustom saw his coach as the ultimate authority. He said in his book, if Lansky said it, then 0155, it will be so, with his lifelong dream being to compete in the Olympics. Rustom was ready to give his life to growing taller. So he created a plan with the help of his coach that helped him achieve his unbelievable 10-in growth spurt. These exercises are not for the faint of heart and must be done 2-13 consistently. Rustom was a strong-willed man who had lots of experience in competitive sports and an intense desire to increase his height. His coach knew this. So in order to test his dedication, Lansky took Rustom to a Russian berry bush and told him, "Eat these are vitamins, but you have to. Thor, eat the bush, leaves, stems and all. Without this, do not come to my section anymore." Lansky came to check on Rustom after 40 minutes to find Rustom had already eaten half the bush and was still shoveling berries and sticks in his mouth. Lansky quickly told him to stop, but admired the man's dedication and knew that he would succeed without this dedication. Rustom would have been doomed to failure. Rustom went to the library and started studying anatomy and biology textbooks to figure out how growth worked. He researched for weeks straight and then started applying what he had learned. He learned that jumping stimulates growth zones through a process still not fully understood by modern scientists. So Rustom began to jump many times per day. He started with just 100 jumps, but gradually kept increasing his jumps per day. Rustom would jump whenever he could. When walking back from class, Rustom would jump and try to touch the leaves on every tree he passed wherever I am. And no matter what I do, I jumped. Rustom stated if Rustom did not complete at least 500 jumps by the end of the day, he would jump at night. Rustom would sometimes be socially anxious while jumping in public. So he would go out with his sister or mother, who were fully supportive of his height increasing protocol. These are similar to Maasai jumps, the jumping techniques used by the Maasai tribe in Africa being partially responsible for their tall stature. He also slept on a pulley system with long stretchy bands, which was one of the main reasons he grew taller, as this keeps tension on the body for the entire night, forcing the bones to grow. This is difficult to do at first, but Rustom got used to it after a week. He would also hang on a pull-up bar every day. But the duration of time is not specified. I'd estimate he hung for at least 2 minutes multiple times per day. He often played basketball and swam at the pool, performing special exercises while swimming. Swimming is beneficial for height growth as it stretches the breastbone and can help gain height in the upper half of one's body rather than the other exercises which are mostly focused on the legs. He also performed ancient tateya rituals to grow taller. I'm personally skeptical these increased growth, but here is what he did. He had a family member he trusted stroke his solar plexus with their fingers, repeating the word us, meaning grow in Tatar. Rustom said he could feel his growth increasing when he did this exercise. He also did another ancient Tatar method, which was to lie on your back and go down a hill or a slide, feeling as if you were stretching like dough. The effect of these rituals was likely psychological and can be replicated with visualizations, which I discuss in the hypergrowth method. He had a very strict diet as well. He drank fish oil, carrot juice, various dairy products, and a variety of vegetables and fruits, in a word. All that contains a lot of vitamin A, which helps increase growth. According to Rustom, he did all of these exercises while continuing his high jump training, making his workload insanely high. The hard work ended up paying off in a big way. Though at the end of the year, Rustom's coach measured him, Rustom's palms were sweating. Was the hard work worth it? Or did he just waste my time? 170 mm and 88 cm increase. Exactly just like he promised. His coach Rustom was ecstatic, but he did expect it had worked, as his jump height had also improved too. Almost to the level of his teammates. You must write a new receipt for another 8 centimeters, his coach said. Well done, Rustom, energized by his success. Rustom wrote another receipt to grow 8 centimeters the next year, and diligently did his exercises. Sure enough, he had grown another 8 centimeters, while his jumps continued to improve. His coach then told him to write the next receipt for only 5 centimeters, as being too tall isn't ideal for high jump. According to plan, he grew 5 centimeters the following year, and then stopped the exercises as he was already 6.1, which is good enough for high jump. He ended up growing another 2 centimeters through inertia, topping out at 6.2 in tall, the same height as his idol Valor. Sort of all in all, Rustom grew from 5'4" to a whopping 6'2", a total of 10 in, after he hadn't grown any for 2 years, through hard work, determination, and impressive feat in itself. He ended up achieving his dream of being a high jumper too, representing the USSR in the Olympics, and winning a bronze medal in the 1971 European Championship, jumping 2.23 meters or nearly 7'4". And after his career in athletics, he founded a height growth school in Russia and started teaching and refining his methods, achieving astounding results with kids and adults, all while working on getting a PhD, which he earned in 1979. He used these methods with his own children, and they grew to 6'4" and 6'7". When they were genetically predetermined to be much shorter, Rustom achieved the impossible. And I hope you all can, to following his advice. I'll link a translated copy of Rustom's book in the description,